My child, attention. Stop what you are doing for a moment. Do not skip this. Do not treat this as noise. Do not let your mind reduce this to another video passing across your screen. I am interrupting you because the place in you that has been waiting for confirmation is tired, and before fear makes another decision for you, I am speaking. Stay here. Listen carefully now. This moment is not random. This timing is not empty. You did not arrive here by accident, and this word did not find you casually. I know what you have been asking in silence. I know what you have been carrying beneath your smile. I know the question you have repeated when no one was listening. You heard me before, and then the delay tested what you heard. You received a word, a promise, a stirring, a knowing deep inside your spirit. But when time passed and nothing moved the way you expected, fear began to whisper. Fear said you imagined it. Fear said you were too hopeful. Fear said you wanted it so badly that you made it sound like my voice. But my child, the word you heard was not your imagination. That inner knowing was not emotional noise. That promise did not come from your wishful thinking. I spoke, and when I speak, time may test it, circumstances may challenge it, people may misunderstand it, but my word does not lose power because the clock keeps moving. I said it was coming, and your confirmation arrives tonight. Not because fear agreed with it, but because I already spoke it. Not because every detail has made sense to you, but because my timing has reached the appointed place. Not because your confidence never shook, but because my promise was never depending on the strength of your emotions. I am not waiting for fear to approve what I declared. I am not asking doubt for permission to fulfill what I released. I am not moved by the arguments that have been rising in your mind. I am faithful to my word, and I am faithful to you. You have asked me, did I hear you correctly? You have asked me, did I miss the moment? You have asked me, did the promise expire while I was waiting? You have wondered if the delay meant the answer changed. You have wondered if silence meant I had stepped back. You have wondered if closed doors meant I was canceling what I once showed you. But listen to me now. Delay did not erase what I said. Silence did not rewrite my promise. Waiting did not make you foolish. The fact that it took longer than you expected does not mean you were wrong to believe me. If you are seeing this now, I am speaking directly to the place in you that almost stopped believing. I am speaking to the part of you that still hopes, but quietly, carefully, almost afraid to hope too loudly. I am speaking to the part of you that has learned to protect itself from disappointment by pretending it no longer cares. I am speaking to the place where faith is still alive, but bruised. My child, I see that place. I see the ache behind your patience. I see the tears you did not explain. I see how many times you said, I trust you, while your heart was trembling. Before I take you deeper into this word, respond with faith. Like this video as an act of agreement, not as a habit, not as a small motion, but as a sign that your heart is choosing to align with what I am saying. Subscribe if you desire to stay aligned with messages of faith, timing, promise, and obedience. And comment these words with expectation. Tonight, I receive God's confirmation. Write it before the deeper word begins, because your response matters. Your agreement matters. Your posture matters. You are not trying to force my hand. You are simply saying, Father, I am listening. Father, I am ready to receive what you are sending. Now let this settle in your spirit. This is not entertainment. This is not a distraction. This is not something to keep in the background while your fear keeps talking louder. I am calling your attention because confirmation is closer than your anxiety wants you to believe. I am interrupting the cycle of overthinking. I am interrupting the fear that has been rehearsing disappointment. I am interrupting the lie that says nothing is changing. Something is moving. Something is aligning. Something I already spoke is finding its appointed moment. You thought you needed a louder sign, but first I had to quiet the noise inside you. You thought you needed every answer at once, but first I had to remind you that my voice was real the first time. You thought confirmation would come because you finally stopped doubting perfectly, but I am sending it because I am merciful, because I know your frame, because I know waiting can wear down even a faithful heart. My child, I am not angry that you asked again. I am not offended that you needed reassurance. I am here now, speaking into the very question fear kept repeating. So do not scroll away from this moment. Do not treat this as ordinary timing. Do not let familiarity make you miss appointment. When I interrupt, it is because something important has arrived. When I call your attention, it is because your spirit needs to recognize what your mind has been tempted to dismiss. The word you heard was not your imagination. The promise did not expire. The delay did not cancel it. I said it was coming, and tonight I am sending confirmation to restore your confidence in what I already spoke. My child, I saw the waiting you carried when no one else understood. I saw the nights you stayed awake, trying to hold your faith together. I saw you lying there with your eyes open, trying to silence the thoughts that kept asking why it had not happened yet. I saw you turn your face away so no one would know how tired you were. I saw the moments when you wanted to be strong, but your heart felt thin, stretched, and weary from believing without seeing. Do not think I overlooked the private cost of your waiting. Do not think I counted only your public obedience and ignored the tears that came after. I saw the prayers you whispered when your voice was breaking. I saw the words you could barely speak. I saw the way you said, "Father, I trust you," even while another part of you was asking, "Father, how much longer?" I saw your patience. I saw your confusion. I saw your restraint. I saw the way you kept your heart from turning bitter when the timeline did not look fair. You showed up while emotionally tired. You kept moving when your spirit needed encouragement. You blessed others while you were still waiting to be comforted. You celebrated answers in other people's lives while quietly wondering when your own would arrive. You encouraged someone else not to give up, even while you were fighting the same battle in silence. My child, I saw that. I saw the strength it took to smile without becoming false. I saw the humility it took to keep serving without making your pain the center of every room. I saw the discipline it took to remain kind when disappointment tried to harden you. And listen carefully now. I did not call that small. Heaven did not call that ordinary. Your quiet endurance was not invisible to me. Every unseen moment was witnessed. Every surrendered tear was counted. Every time you chose prayer instead of panic, I saw it. Every time you chose obedience instead of withdrawal, I saw it. Every time you wanted to shut down, but instead opened your heart again, I saw it. You may have felt forgotten by people, but you were never forgotten by me. You may have felt unmeasured by those around you, but I measured your waiting with tenderness. This confirmation is not coming because you performed perfectly. It is not coming because you never questioned. It is not coming because your emotions were always steady. I know the places where you trembled. I know the days when doubt pressed hard against your chest. I know the moments when you almost made a decision from fear because waiting had exhausted you. But you remained willing. You remained soft. You remained responsive under pressure. You did not let the delay turn you into someone who could no longer hear me. Many can believe when the door opens quickly. Many can rejoice when the answer arrives without resistance. But I saw you believe in the hallway. I saw you worship before the evidence changed. I saw you keep your hands open when your heart wanted to close. That matters to me, not because your suffering earned the promise, but because your endurance revealed what I was forming inside you. You were not just waiting for something to happen. Something was happening in you while you waited. So receive this now. Your endurance was not wasted. Your waiting did not drain your future. Your hidden obedience did not disappear into silence. It became evidence of preparation. It became proof that your heart could be trusted with more than a quick answer. It became part of the capacity I was building in you. I was preparing you to carry what I promised without being crushed by it, distracted by it, or controlled by fear once it arrived. My child, I am sending confirmation to someone whose private endurance has already been seen, counted, and honored. I am not late in noticing you. I am not just now discovering your pain. I have been with you in every quiet place, every delayed season, every tearful prayer, every restrained response, every moment when you chose faith again. And now, I am bringing you into understanding. The waiting you carried was not empty. It was preparing you for the promise I am confirming tonight. My child, delay was not denial. Silence was not absence. Waiting was not abandonment. Let those words go deeper than your fear. Let them reach the place in you that has been interpreting time as rejection. Let them reach the place where disappointment tried to build a conclusion I never gave you. I did not forget what I spoke. I did not walk away from what I promised. I did not place the desire in your heart only to mock you with distance. The waiting season was not proof that I forgot you. It was proof that I was aligning the promise correctly. You thought I was withholding, I was preparing. You thought I was silent, I was arranging. You thought nothing was moving. I was moving what you could not see. You measured movement by what appeared in front of you, but I was working behind the visible place. I was touching conversations you did not hear. I was shifting hearts you could not reach. I was closing paths that looked good but were not assigned. I was delaying access where the foundation was not ready. I was protecting the promise from entering a place that could not carry it. Some doors stayed closed because the timing was not ready. Some doors stayed closed because the people connected to the promise were still being positioned. Some doors stayed closed because resources had not yet reached their appointed place. Some doors stayed closed because your heart still needed strengthening for the weight of what you were asking me to release. And some doors stayed closed because what stood behind them looked like opportunity, but it carried instability you could not discern yet. My child, I did not close those doors to punish you. I closed them to preserve you. You called some moments rejection, but I called them protection. You cried over what did not open, but I saw what was behind it. You wondered why I did not let you step forward, but I knew the floor was not stable. You wondered why I removed certain people, but I knew they could not walk with you into the place I was preparing. You wondered why the answer slowed down, but I knew if it came too early, fear would have managed what faith was meant to carry. I was not trying to break your heart, I was guarding your future. What looked like rejection may have kept you from stepping into something too small. What looked like a missed chance may have kept you from attaching your destiny to something too unstable. What looked like an unanswered prayer may have been my mercy saying, not this way, not with these hands, not under this pressure, not before your spirit is ready. My timing does not rush and it does not lag. It aligns. I do not give precious things into unprepared atmospheres. I do not send you into doors that will swallow your peace just because they look open. I am your Father. I know the difference between an open door and a trap wearing the appearance of opportunity. Do not let the length of the delay accuse my character. Do not let the silence make you rewrite my goodness. Do not let waiting convince you that I was absent when I was actually closer than your emotions could feel. I was in the pause. I was in the closed door. I was in the restraint. I was in the slow forming. I was not wasting your days. I was deepening your roots. I was teaching you discernment so you would not run toward every loud invitation. I was teaching you patience so you would not abandon the right thing because it did not arrive quickly. I was teaching you humility so the promise would not become an idol in your hands. I was teaching you emotional strength so delay would no longer control your decisions. I was teaching you spiritual steadiness so your confidence would rest in my voice and not in visible evidence alone. You asked me for confirmation, but I was building capacity. You asked me for movement, but I was building maturity. You asked me for the next door, but I was building the person who could walk through it without collapsing under pressure. If I had released everything when you first asked, you may have entered it with anxiety leading you. You may have clung to it from fear. You may have allowed people to define it for you. You may have mistaken access for approval and speed for blessing. So, I slowed what needed to be slowed. I held what needed to be held. I aligned what needed to be aligned. This is why you cannot judge the promise by the waiting. The waiting did not cancel the word. The waiting corrected the path around the word. It removed what would have contaminated it. It exposed what could not go with you. It strengthened what was weak. It revealed what needed healing. It taught you where your trust was still tied to outcomes instead of my presence. The delay was not empty time. It was formation. It was protection. It was preparation. It was alignment forming in hidden places. Look back now with clearer eyes. Did I not keep you from things you once cried to enter? Did I not separate you from people you once thought you needed? Did I not let certain plans fall apart because they were built too small for where I was taking you? Did I not allow the silence to reveal what was still loud inside you? My child, even your confusion was not wasted. Even your disappointment became a place where I taught you to listen more deeply. Even the unanswered parts trained your spirit to stop chasing and start discerning. Now, hear me carefully. The confirmation coming tonight is not the beginning of my work. It is the visible evidence of what I have already been doing. It is not proof that I just remembered you. It is proof that what I was aligning in secret has reached the place where you can finally recognize it. What I am about to show you will answer more than your curiosity. It will restore confidence where fear kept questioning. It will remind you that I was moving while you were waiting, arranging while you were wondering, protecting while you were hurting, preparing while you were praying. So do not despise the delay. Do not curse the season that formed you. Do not look at the closed doors as proof that I was against you. I was for you in ways you could not understand then. I was keeping you from less so I could prepare you for what was assigned. I was closing the wrong timing, so the right timing could open without confusion. I was strengthening your heart so when confirmation arrived, you would not receive it like a desperate child grabbing for proof, but like a steady child recognizing the faithfulness of the Father. Tonight's confirmation is coming into a heart that has been prepared. It will not create the promise. It will reveal what I have been aligning all along. My child, tonight's confirmation will answer the question fear kept repeating. You know the question. It has not always sounded loud, but it has been there. It has followed you into quiet rooms. It has risen after prayer. It has whispered after disappointment. It has pressed against your heart every time another day passed without visible movement. Did God really say it, or did I only want it so badly that I imagined it? That is the question fear has been using to weaken your confidence. That is the question fear has dressed in logic, in caution, in self-protection, in exhaustion. But I am speaking now because I am not leaving that question unanswered. You did not imagine my voice. You did not create my promise out of desperation. You did not manufacture the stirring I placed inside you. Yes, you desired it. Yes, your heart leaned toward it. Yes, you prayed about it again and again. But desire does not cancel discernment when I am the one who planted the word. Longing does not make my voice false. Waiting does not make the promise unreal. Fear tried to convince you that because you cared deeply, you could not hear clearly. But I know how to speak through desire without letting desire become deception. I know how to place something in your heart and then confirm it in my time. The confirmation coming will not be sent to entertain your curiosity. It will be sent to restore your confidence. It will not be sent so you can chase signs forever. It will be sent so the part of you that has been trembling can stand again. I am answering the question fear kept repeating, not because fear deserves a response, but because your heart needs my peace. Fear has been interpreting the delay as failure. Fear has been telling you the silence meant you missed me. Fear has been saying the closed door meant the promise was gone. Fear has been trying to write the story before I finished aligning the evidence. But I am sending confirmation to silence fear's version of the story. And listen carefully now. Do not demand that confirmation come in the form your anxiety prefers. Do not decide that I have not spoken simply because I do not shout. I may confirm through a message that reaches you at the exact moment your heart needed it. I may confirm through a conversation you did not plan. I may confirm through a door opening that carries my fingerprints. I may confirm through a dream that settles what confusion tried to disturb. I may confirm through a repeated phrase that follows you until you can no longer call it coincidence. I may confirm through sudden peace, through unexpected opportunity, through a divine interruption that matches what I already placed inside you. It may not arrive with noise. It may not arrive with drama. It may not arrive with people clapping around you or circumstances exploding all at once. Sometimes my confirmation comes quietly, but it carries weight. Sometimes it comes through one sentence, but that sentence reaches deeper than 1,000 explanations. Sometimes it comes through a small sign, but your spirit recognizes the authority on it. Sometimes it comes through peace so steady that fear cannot argue with it anymore. My child, do not underestimate clarity because it comes gently. Do not dismiss peace because it arrives softly. Do not call it small when I have placed unmistakable weight upon it. You will know, not because you forced it, not because you chased it, not because you manipulated the outcome. You will know because my peace will settle over what I reveal. You will know because the confirmation will not pull you into confusion, striving, panic, or pride. You will know because it will agree with what I have already been teaching you in the hidden place. You will know because it will not flatter your flesh while troubling your spirit. You will know because what I send will carry alignment. It will carry order. It will carry the quiet authority of my timing. This is why I have been steadying you. If confirmation came while fear was still ruling your interpretation, you would have turned even my answer into another reason to worry. You would have asked if it was enough. You would have asked, if you needed another sign. You would have tried to control the next step before receiving the peace of this one. But I have been teaching you to recognize me without panic. I have been teaching you to receive without grabbing. I have been teaching you that my confirmation is not an invitation into anxiety. It is an invitation into trust. So when it comes, do not rush past it. Do not let emotional exhaustion make you call it nothing. Do not let disappointment from the past teach you to reject what I am sending in the present. Do not let impatience demand a bigger sign when I have already placed my clarity on the one before you. There is a difference between needing discernment and hiding behind doubt. There is a difference between waiting on me and refusing to receive, because fear trained you to expect loss. I am not asking you to be reckless. I am asking you to be awake. My child, the confirmation will meet the question directly. It will touch the place where fear has been repeating. Did you really say it? It will remind you of the first word. It will connect with the hidden knowing. It will carry the fragrance of my faithfulness. You will not need to beg it into meaning. You will not need to twist it to make it fit. You will not need to perform for it, prove yourself to it, or panic around it. You will need to receive it with a steady heart. Tonight, I am restoring confidence in what I already spoke. I am not changing my word to comfort your fear. I am confirming my word to strengthen your faith. What I reveal will not create the promise. It will answer the accusation that the promise was imagined. It will not be sent to make you restless. It will be sent to make you steady. So stay present, stay sensitive, stay surrendered. The answer, fear kept demanding, is coming under my peace. And when it arrives, do not let panic misread what I send clearly. My child, listen carefully now. When confirmation comes, do not let fear become your interpreter. Do not let the same fear that questioned the promise now explain the sign. Fear does not know how to read my faithfulness correctly. Fear will look at what I send and call it too small. Fear will look at what I arrange and call it coincidence. Fear will look at my timing and ask for louder proof, stronger proof, another proof, because fear is never satisfied by evidence. Fear wants control, not clarity. Fear wants certainty without surrender. Fear wants to examine what I send while refusing to rest in the peace that comes with it. This is why I am speaking before it arrives. I am preparing your heart to receive without distortion. I am teaching you not to hand my confirmation over to the voice that has been accusing my promise. When the sign comes, fear may say, that was nothing. Fear may say, that happens to everyone. Fear may say, if it were really God, it would have been bigger. Fear may say, look at someone else. Their breakthrough was more obvious, more public, more dramatic, more complete. But my child, do not compare your confirmation to another person's manifestation. I do not need to copy their path to prove I am guiding yours. Look for alignment, look for peace, look for the repeated witness, look for consistency with my character, look for the quiet authority that does not need to shout. My confirmation will not contradict my nature. It will not lead you into pride. It will not lead you into confusion. It will not demand that you disobey in order to receive what I promised. It will agree with the way I have been forming you. It will carry the same thread I have been weaving through your prayers, through your waiting, through the words I have sent again and again. It may be simple, but it will be aligned. It may be quiet, but it will be weighted. It may not impress your emotions, but it will steady your spirit. Do not chase drama when I am giving discernment. Do not worship intensity when I am sending peace. Some of what you called powerful in past seasons was only emotional noise. Some of what you called a sign was only anxiety looking for movement. But now I am teaching you to recognize me by fruit, by order, by peace, by truth, by timing, by alignment. I am teaching you to hear me beyond the shaking of your feelings. I am teaching you to trust the witness of my spirit more than the demand of your fear. And hear me clearly. Do not manufacture what I promised. Do not chase what I am sending. Do not rush ahead of the grace I am placing before you. If I am sending confirmation, you do not need to force it into existence. If I am opening a window, you do not need to break down a wall. If I am arranging a conversation, you do not need to manipulate someone's response. If I am placing peace before you, you do not need to create pressure around it. Striving will not make the promise more secure. Control will not make my timing more faithful. Panic will not make your obedience stronger. Your role tonight is to stay attentive, stay prayerful, stay sober, stay open. Do not become frantic. Do not start searching every corner of your life with nervous suspicion. Do not turn this word into pressure. Let it become readiness. Let your spirit sit quietly before me and say, Father, help me recognize what you send. Help me receive without fear. Help me discern without suspicion. Help me obey without striving. That is the posture I am asking for. Not desperation, not control, not emotional chaos. Readiness. When I send confirmation, receive it with humility. Test it by my peace. Hold it in prayer. Let it settle before you run. Let it strengthen you before you announce it. Let it restore your confidence before you try to explain it to people who were not assigned to understand your waiting. Some signs are meant first to steady you, not to convince everyone around you. Some confirmations are holy because they meet you in the hidden place where the question was born. Do not make it common by dragging it into every opinion too quickly. My child, you can trust what I send because I have been preparing you to recognize it. I did not bring you through this waiting season to leave you confused at the moment of confirmation. I have been forming discernment in you. I have been softening what pain tried to harden. I have been quieting what fear kept stirring. I have been making your heart steady enough to receive what your former anxiety would have misread. And now I will tell you why you can trust the confirmation when it comes. I did not choose you because this was convenient. I did not choose you because the path was easy. I did not choose you because you never trembled. I chose you through character. I chose you through endurance. I chose you because even under pressure, your heart did not become stone. So do not let fear misread what I send clearly. Stay awake, stay soft, stay aligned. The sign will come with my peace, and your spirit will know the difference. Do you want to know why I am speaking to you like this? Do you want to know why I am slowing you down, steadying your heart, and calling your attention before the window opens? It was never because you were flawless. It was never because you always felt strong. It was never because your thoughts never wandered or your emotions never trembled. I am not speaking to you because you performed perfectly through every season. I am speaking to you because you stayed willing. You stayed reachable. You stayed tender enough for me to correct you, teach you, and strengthen you without losing your heart. My child, I chose you because you stayed soft under pressure. Not weak, soft. There is a difference. Weakness collapses under pressure, but softness remains open to me while pressure is trying to harden the soul. You could have become bitter. You could have closed your hands. You could have decided that disappointment gave you permission to stop trusting. You could have built walls so high that even my comfort would have felt like a threat. But again and again, even when you were tired, you came back to me. Again and again, even when your voice was low, you prayed. Again and again, even when your faith felt bruised, you allowed me to touch the place that hurt. I saw humility being formed in you when you had reasons to defend yourself, but you chose silence over pride. I saw patience being formed in you when everything in you wanted to rush, but you waited because you did not want to move without my peace. I saw quiet faith being formed in you when no one applauded your obedience, and no one knew how much it cost you to keep believing. I saw mercy being formed in you when you could have treated people according to the pain they caused, but you chose not to let offense become your master. I saw restraint being formed in you when you wanted to speak from hurt, but you let me govern your mouth. I saw teachability being formed in you when correction did not feel comfortable, but you still allowed me to shape you. Do not call that nothing. Do not reduce that to mere survival. Survival is not weakness when you survive without surrendering your heart to darkness. Endurance is not small when you endure without letting resentment become your identity. The courage to keep believing without applause is precious to me. The courage to remain gentle after disappointment is precious to me. The courage to keep your spirit open when delay tried to make you suspicious is precious to me. You may have thought I was only watching for the day you finally received the promise, but I was watching who you became while you waited for it. Many wanted the promise. Few accepted the preparation. Many wanted the door. Few allowed me to strengthen the heart that would walk through it. Many wanted the answer. Few stayed present while I worked on the capacity to carry the answer. Many wanted the visible breakthrough, but few allowed me to build invisible roots. My child, I am not impressed by speed the way people are impressed by speed. I am not moved by appearances the way people are moved by appearances. I look at substance. I look at surrender. I look at the hidden yes that remains when the public celebration is absent. I look at the heart that still says, "Father, form me," even when it does not understand the delay. So hear me clearly now. You are not late. You are not rejected. You are not forgotten. You are not behind the people you keep comparing yourself to. Their timeline is not your measurement. Their door is not your proof. Their season is not an accusation against yours. I did not lose track of you while blessing someone else. I did not skip over you. I did not place you at the back because you were unworthy. I have been forming you in a way that matches what I called you to carry. You are not behind. You are being aligned. Stop wearing names I did not give you. You are not abandoned. You are not disqualified. You are not invisible. You are not a mistake in the middle of my plan. You are my child. You are being guided. You are being prepared. You are being strengthened. You are being taught to walk with me without needing constant noise to feel secure. The confirmation coming is not heaven finally noticing you. It is not me reluctantly answering because you begged long enough. It is a reminder of who you are. You are not begging for attention from heaven. You are being led by your Father. Let that settle inside you. You are not an outsider trying to convince me to care. You are not a stranger trying to earn a glance from my throne. You are not standing outside my heart, hoping I will remember your name. I know your name. I know your frame. I know your tears. I know the pressure that came against you. I know the prayers you never found words for. I know the obedience that no one photographed, praised, understood, or rewarded. And I know the heart I have been forming inside you through all of it. This is why the confirmation will not only answer your question. It will remind you of your identity. It will remind you that I do not guide randomly. It will remind you that I do not speak carelessly. It will remind you that the same Father who saw your hidden endurance is the Father opening the next step before you. You will not need to receive it like someone desperate for validation. You will receive it like a child, recognizing the voice of the one who has been near all along. But chosen identity requires response. Do not hear this and become passive. Do not hear this and drift. Do not hear this and wait for emotion to do what obedience must do. When I affirm you, I am also preparing you to move. When I steady you, I am also preparing you to respond. Windows open for those who are present enough to step through. They do not open so you can panic. They do not open so you can prove yourself. They open so you can obey with a steady heart. Stay present now. Stay humble. Stay ready. The same softness that carried you through pressure must now carry you into obedience. My child, when the window opens, respond without striving. My timing does not rush and it does not lag. It aligns. And when I open a window, your response matters. Not your panic. Not your performance. Not your attempt to make everything happen at once. Your response. There is a difference between obedience and striving. Obedience moves with peace. Striving moves with fear. Obedience listens for the next instruction. Striving tries to control the whole outcome before taking one faithful step. Do not confuse movement with pressure. Do not confuse readiness with restlessness. When I confirm what I spoke, you will not need to force people to understand. You will not need to prove yourself to those who doubted your process. You will not need to over-explain what I am doing to hearts that were not assigned to carry it with you. You will not need to panic your way into the promise. If I opened it, you do not have to break it. If I confirmed it, you do not have to beg it to become real. If I placed my peace upon it, you do not have to cover it with anxiety. Listen carefully now. Before you answer, pray. Before you move, breathe in my presence. Before you speak, let me govern your mouth. Before you say yes out of excitement or no out of fear, ask me to steady you. Write down what I confirm. Do not trust your tired mind to remember every detail clearly. Write the word. Write the sign. Write the peace that came with it. Write the instruction that follows it. Some of what I give you tonight will need to be revisited when emotions settle and decisions must be made with wisdom. Obey the next instruction. Not the 10th instruction. Not the whole map. The next instruction. If I tell you to wait, wait without suspicion. If I tell you to speak, speak without pride. If I tell you to prepare, prepare without panic. If I tell you to release, release without looking back every hour to see what you lost. The promise does not need your old disappointment wrapped around it. The new step cannot be carried well by a heart still rehearsing the delay as if the delay had the final word. Stop rehearsing how long it took. Stop repeating the timeline like it is proof against my faithfulness. Stop measuring tonight by the pain of yesterday. I know how long you waited. I know how many times you almost gave up. I know the dates you remember, the moments that hurt, the prayers that seemed to fall into silence. But now I am telling you, do not let the memory of delay become a chain around the movement I am placing before you. The delay taught you, it formed you, it humbled you, but it is not your master. Tonight is a moment of attention. It is a moment of expectation. It is a moment of receptivity. Do not turn it into superstition. Do not turn it into pressure. Do not start fearing that if you miss one tiny detail, everything will collapse. That is not my voice. I am not drawing you into fear. I am drawing you into awareness. Stay awake. Stay prayerful. Stay yielded. Let your heart be open enough to receive and sober enough to discern. I said it was coming. I did not forget what I said. I did not lose track of your name. I did not misplace your promise. I did not speak over you and then wander away from the word I released. I have been guarding what I spoke while I was preparing the one who would carry it. I have been aligning what you could not see. I have been working in rooms you could not enter. I have been touching hearts you could not persuade. I have been preparing timing that your striving could never manufacture. So when the window opens, do not rush in like someone afraid it will vanish before my grace can hold it. Step with me, move with me, listen as you move. Let peace lead your pace. Let wisdom shape your response. Let humility keep you grounded. The confirmation is not only about receiving a sign, it is about becoming stable enough to walk forward after the sign comes. I am not confirming you so you can remain frozen in wonder. I am confirming you so you can rise in obedience. Stay steady, my child. The window is not for fear. The window is for faith that knows how to move without striving. My child, the sign is not the finish line. It is the first step forward. Do not mistake confirmation for completion. Do not receive what I send and then sit down as if the journey is over. I am confirming you because movement is coming. I am reassuring your heart because obedience will be required. I am settling the question fear kept repeating so you can stop circling the same doubt and begin walking in the direction I have prepared. The confirmation will comfort you, but it will also call you. It will steady you, but it will also position you. It will remind you that I spoke, but it will also require you to respond to what I spoke. I do not send signs so my children can become addicted to signs. I send confirmation to strengthen faith. I send confirmation to remove confusion. I send confirmation to help you take the next faithful step without being ruled by the old fear that kept you hesitating. Listen carefully now. After the sign comes, fear may still try to return. It may knock again. It may whisper again. It may ask the same question again, even after I have answered it. But you must not negotiate again with what I have already settled. Do not reopen the case after I have given peace. Do not drag my confirmation back into the courtroom of your anxiety. Do not ask fear for permission to believe me. Fear was not there when I formed the promise. Fear was not there when I carried you through the waiting. Fear was not there when I aligned what you could not see. Fear has no authority to interpret what my faithfulness has made clear. You have circled that mountain long enough. You have questioned long enough. You have waited in sincerity long enough. Now, when I confirm, let it become strength inside you. Let it become direction. Let it become the quiet anchor that holds you when the next step stretches you. Because the movement may begin gently, a conversation may shift, a door may open, an opportunity may appear without the pressure you expected. Clarity may come where confusion used to sit. Peace may guide a decision that once felt impossible. Something that used to feel tangled may suddenly become simple because my timing has touched it. Do not despise simple clarity. Do not demand chaos before you believe movement has begun. Sometimes the first step forward looks like one honest conversation. Sometimes it looks like answering what you avoided. Sometimes it looks like preparing quietly. Sometimes it looks like releasing what no longer belongs in the season ahead. Sometimes it looks like saying yes without panic, or saying no without guilt. My direction will not always arrive wrapped in drama. My peace often comes with order. My instruction often comes with steadiness. My timing often comes without noise. but with unmistakable weight. Let this settle inside you, not as excitement only, not as noise, as truth, not as a temporary emotional lift that fades when circumstances become quiet again, as truth, not as a moment you shout about and then abandon when discipline is required, as truth. I said what I said. I saw what I saw. I prepared what I prepared. I am confirming what I already spoke, so your faith can stand with a calm spine and a surrendered heart. Do not keep asking for another sign because you are afraid to obey the first one. Do not call delay wisdom when it is only fear dressed as caution. Do not call endless waiting patience when I have already placed peace on the next step. There is a time to wait, and there is a time to move. There is a time to be still, and there is a time to obey. Discern the difference. When I say wait, waiting is obedience. When I say move, hesitation becomes resistance. I am not asking you to run ahead. I am asking you to stop standing still after I have made the path clear. My child, confirmation is mercy, but it is not meant to replace relationship. You will still need to walk with me after the sign. You will still need to listen. You will still need wisdom. You will still need humility. You will still need daily surrender. The sign will not carry the whole future for you. It will point you into the next act of obedience. And as you obey, I will guide you, step by step, piece by piece, instruction by instruction. I will not abandon you after I confirm you. So now quiet your heart. Let the striving fall. Let the old argument end. Let your spirit become still enough to receive without fear distorting what I send. Surrender the need to control the shape of the confirmation. Surrender the need to understand every detail tonight. Position your heart in trust. Position your mind in peace. Position your will in obedience. The sign is coming to steady you, not to trap you in waiting forever. Receive it, believe me, and prepare to move forward with a heart that is quiet, surrendered, and ready. Now pray with me, my child. Do not rush through this moment. Do not let your eyes move ahead while your heart stays guarded. Open your spirit before me. Let your hands release what they have been holding too tightly. Let your mind become quiet. Let your breathing slow. Father, quiet every fear that has been speaking louder than truth. Quiet every anxious thought that has tried to turn confirmation into confusion. Quiet every restless place in this heart that has been trained by delay to expect disappointment. Let peace rise where panic has been sitting. Let clarity rise where confusion has been circling. Let discernment rise where fear has been demanding control. Lord, sharpen this child's discernment. Do not allow them to misread what you send. Do not allow them to call divine timing coincidence. Do not allow them to call your voice imagination. Do not allow fear to interpret their future. Give them a clean witness in their spirit. Give them sober understanding. Give them wisdom that does not shake when emotion moves. Let them recognize your hand without needing drama. Let them recognize your peace without needing noise. Let them recognize your confirmation, whether it comes through a word, a door, a conversation, a sudden clarity, a repeated witness, or a quiet knowing that rests deeper than explanation. Father, protect them from confusion tonight. Protect them from spiritual heaviness. Protect them from the old voice that keeps asking, what if I am wrong? What if I missed it? What if nothing changes? What if I waited for nothing? Silence the accusation. Silence the torment. Silence the inner argument that has exhausted them. Let the question fear kept repeating lose its authority. Let your truth stand up inside them with calm strength. Let them know that you are not cruel. You are not careless. You are not playing with their hope. You are a father who speaks, prepares, confirms, and completes. And now, my child, release the waiting season into my hands. Release the bitterness you did not want to admit was forming. Release the disappointment you kept trying to hide under strength. Release the exhaustion that made obedience feel heavy. Release comparison. Release the ache of watching others move forward while you wondered if you were being left behind. Release the pain of feeling overlooked. Release the memory of doors that closed. Release the weight of prayers that seemed unanswered. Release the silent grief of expecting and waiting, waiting and expecting, while nothing appeared to move. You do not have to carry the emotional residue of that season into the confirmation I am sending. The delay formed you, but disappointment does not get to follow you as your counselor. Waiting taught you, but bitterness does not get to become your language. The silence refined you, but confusion does not get to define you. Father, wash this heart from the weariness of delay. Restore innocence where disappointment made them suspicious. Restore tenderness where pressure made them guarded. Restore courage where repeated waiting made them afraid to hope again. Say this from your spirit, not as noise, but as agreement. Tonight, I receive what God confirms. I will not call divine timing coincidence. I will not call God's voice my imagination. I will not let fear interpret my future. I will not bow to confusion after God has spoken peace. I will not reopen what God has settled. I will not make an idol out of signs, but I will honor the confirmation my Father sends. I receive clarity. I receive peace. I receive direction. I receive the courage to obey without striving. I speak blessing over your mind. Let your thoughts become ordered. Let anxious loops break. Let imagination be cleansed from disaster and filled with trust. I speak blessing over your home. Let peace rest in the rooms where worry has been heavy. Let every atmosphere of tension be interrupted by my presence. I speak blessing over your decisions. Let confusion lift. Let wisdom guide. Let the next step become clear without pressure. I speak blessing over your relationships. Let what is aligned be strengthened. Let what is distracting be exposed. Let what is not assigned to your next season lose its hold without chaos. I speak blessing over your finances. Let fear lose its grip on provision. Let wisdom, stewardship, open doors, and right timing meet you. Let lack no longer teach your heart to doubt my care. I speak blessing over your calling. Let comparison fall away. Let false urgency fall away. Let the assignment I placed within you rise with humility and steadiness. I speak blessing over your next steps. Let them be guided by peace, not panic. Let them be marked by obedience, not performance. Let them carry the quiet confidence of one who knows they are being led. Now surrender the form of the confirmation. Do not demand that I answer only in the way your fear prefers. Lord, if the confirmation comes softly, make my spirit sensitive. If it comes suddenly, make my heart steady. If it requires obedience, make my answer yes. If it corrects my expectation, keep me humble. If it opens a door, keep me dependent. If it closes what I thought I needed, help me trust your protection. If it asks me to move, give me courage. If it asks me to wait one more moment in peace, give me patience without suspicion. My child, this is the posture. Open, but not frantic. Ready, but not striving. Surrendered, but not passive. Watchful, but not fearful. I am preparing your heart to receive without distortion. I am steadying you so the confirmation does not become another place of anxiety. I am teaching you to stand in peace before you step into movement. Father, seal this word in them. Let the confirmation come with clarity. Let peace guard the moment. Let fear be unable to twist what you make plain. Let this child remember that you finish what you speak. You complete what you begin. You confirm what you have been preparing. You do not abandon the promise halfway. You do not forget the child you formed in secret. Tonight, let their heart be steady enough to receive, humble enough to discern, and willing enough to obey. In trust, in surrender, and in peace, let it be so. Now, my child, seal this word with faith. Do not let this moment pass through your ears and leave no agreement in your life. Respond from the place of surrender. Respond from the place of trust. Respond from the place that has decided fear will not have the final voice. If this word found you in a waiting season, if it touched the place where you have been asking for confirmation, clarity, and peace, bring that request into the light. Leave your prayer request in the comments, not as performance, but as agreement. Let others stand with you. Let faith surround what fear tried to isolate. Let your brothers and sisters believe with you for confirmation, for direction, for a steady heart, and for peace that cannot be shaken. And now write this declaration with faith. Tonight I receive God's confirmation, and fear will not interpret my future. Do not type it casually. Do not write it as empty words. Write it as agreement. Write it as a line drawn in the spirit. Write it as your answer to every anxious question that has been circling your mind. Tonight I receive God's confirmation, and fear will not interpret my future. Let that declaration settle in you. Let it speak over your thoughts. Let it speak over your waiting. Let it speak over the places where disappointment tried to make you suspicious of my goodness. If this word met you in the exact place you have been standing, like this video as a witness that you received it with faith, not for attention, not for habit, as agreement. Share this with someone who has been waiting for confirmation from me, someone who has been wondering if they heard correctly, someone whose heart needs to be steadied before the window opens. Do not keep encouragement locked away when another child of mine needs strength tonight. And subscribe so you can continue receiving messages that strengthen your faith in seasons of delay, preparation, alignment, and divine timing. But hear me clearly as you go. Do not leave this moment and become frantic. Do not run through the night searching for signs with anxious eyes. Stay attentive, not desperate. Stay open, not fearful. Stay prayerful, not pressured. I know how to confirm what I have spoken. I know how to reach you. I know how to make my peace recognizable to the heart that belongs to me. My child, stay attentive tonight. Do not chase the sign. Receive it. I said it was coming, and I am faithful to confirm what I have spoken.